let's talk about Ferrari. We're going to have to move a bunch of these reviews to
Yeah.
Friday.
Yeah, we should review the movie that's on the thumbnail.
That's not the thumbnail.
Oh, did it change?
That's the thumbnail from the other movie. That's not Ferrari. This is Ferrari.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying is we put on the thumbnail. We should talk about the movie.
Cool. All right, let's talk about Ferrari, which is about the loves of Enzo Ferrari, played by Adam Driver. His wife, Laura Ferrari, played by Penelope Cruz. He is in a somewhat happy marriage. He's certainly married to a woman who loves him and is obsessed with him. He's also having an affair with a woman named Lena Lardy, played by Shailene Woodley, and they have together a bastard son. So he has the family by name and then a family on the side. In addition, Enzo is passionate about his cars and is he has a team of race car drivers and a company that he's been building for years. Since after the war in Europe in the 1920s, he's built this car company. They produce very few cars a year, just a few hundred cars, specifically made to race. He wants to scale the company and get money, but what is going to attract money? Winning races. That's what will attract money. And this is a portrayal by Adam Driver. If you see him, if you've seen pictures of him, or if you've seen the trailer, he's in a lot of makeup to age him. He's probably about 20 years older than Adam Driver in real life, in terms of, Enzo's stage of life. And this movie is directed by Michael Mann, of course, who Michael Mann with Miami Vice, the television show, and also Heat, probably one of the greatest crime action movies ever made, Heat. But I'll just say this, Michael Mann has been, and full disclosure, I went to a screening of this movie where there was a Q&A with Michael Mann and Denis Villeneuve at the end of the screening. There was a buffet of food, but that could not, even the free drinks and food could not sway my opinion on this film. It's a mixed to negative in terms of my thoughts, and I'll tell you why. By the trailers and the marketing, you think this film is going to be all about the action and the racing. It is about that, but not until we get to about the last third of the film does racing takes precedence over the family drama. His relationship with his wife, which is contentious. He's cheating on her with another woman, who he has another young son, dealing with the grief and loss of a son that he lost with his wife previously. So while you think you're getting seated and getting belted in for what's going to be this amazing racing experience, it's less than half of the movie. Patrick Dempsey plays one of the race car drivers. His name is Piero, and he is a skilled veteran race car driver who works for Enzo. But this is not the major story that's being played out. It's really about Enzo's grappling with the loss of his son and his new bastard son and other family, and how he deals with that. I'll say this. Most of the racing scenes are pretty good, pretty amazing, actually. And there is a shocking moment in the film. And the shocking moment in the film is a crash. This is all, if you know anything about the real Ferrari, the events are fairly accurate in terms of the beats. A lot of people are killed. It's shocking because it really doesn't hold back. And some of the special effects I thought were weak. So what you have is these spectacular race scenes, which seem real, supplemented by some things that are not. And I'll just say that some of the CG was not great. Also, I almost think for accuracy, for a lot of these things, I think, just go for accuracy. I'd almost rather see a documentary about Ferrari and all of the highlights of his career, or I'd rather see a movie in Italian, because Adam Driver speaking in a, he sounds like, I hate to say it, I always think when I hear someone giving like, and I'm not going to say the accent's not bad, I'll just say it's not great. Whenever I hear someone speaking in a not so great Italian accent, all I can think is Chef Boyardee. Okay, I'm gonna make you a little meatball and a little and a spaghetti. Like it just sounds. It's like it's a little too much. It's a little too much. So, yeah, Ferrari. Like it's just
Abbondanza.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it works. Say it works in The Godfather because they are Italian Americans, but Ferrari Enzo was Italian, and this whole film takes place in Europe. Okay, so in any case, I was disappointed. I felt the film, even at 2 hours and 11 minutes, felt long. The special effects were mixed. So you've got some really fantastic race scenes that felt like puts you right in the driver's seat. And you can tell that that Michael Mann really put his focus on those scenes. But what dominates in the film, the main conflict that dominates the movie is his relationship with these two women and the loss of his son. And while that would make a good backdrop to a racing story, it's out of balance. So they're sucking you in by like, it's a racing film. You're going to get all this racing stuff. And it ends up being like a Hallmark movie with all this familial drama that is nowhere near as interesting as when they're racing. So you're like, oh my God, get these drama scenes done with, or have it play in the background. And it just felt watching it that Michael Mann was a little off his game as a director.
I'll be honest, the trailer to me came across as the story of a man with two wives.
That's what the movie is.
Yeah, but
that's what the movie is.
But when watching that, I was thinking, well, the racing stuff certainly has to balance it out. I mean, is this story between him and these two women that compelling to make an entire movie based on it?
No. And the thing is, they tease this where he lost a son. His son was young. He did everything he could to try to save him. He used his skills as an engineer to try to save his son, and failed. And so he's living in the shadow of, he blames himself for the death of his son, even though his son died by means that weren't his fault. It was his son died of a disease, and he's scarred from it. He's scarred from it. His wife is scarred from it, and it's tragic. It is definitely tragic. So,
but my point is that compelling enough to tell an entire movie about it? This is definitely the feeling I got watching the trailer. Was, I mean, this is interesting, but do I want to see a movie about this?
It's not compelling enough to carry the film. If they had reversed it and put the drama as the backdrop to, if they made the drama the backdrop to a racing story, and this is underneath the surface, I think it would have been far more powerful.
Yeah, it should have been a sports drama versus a family drama.
It's more of a family drama than a sports drama. So in the end, a disappointment. I would score it somewhere between a 5 and 6 out of 10. And I was really looking forward to it. I still really, really like Adam Driver as an actor. I think Adam Driver is fantastic. I watched
best thing in the sequels.
What's that?
Best thing in the sequels?
He's one of the better actors in the sequels. I don't know that there are any bad actors in the Star Wars sequels. Just bad script and a bunch of activist messaging, which is unnecessary and makes it not a Star Wars film. But yeah, Adam Driver, still love that actor, and I'll go see. He's an actor that I believe when he actually ages into the makeup that he has in the movie, he'll be a really interesting actor. So there you go.